Well, how's everybody doing today? This is Peter, KJ5AJB here with Ham Radio Crib Notes, and hope you all are doing well today. I've been noticing there's like a lot of talk lately about emergency comms, especially with a couple of disasters we had last year. One being the flooding on the East Coast through the Carolinas and Virginia and all that, and the other one being the fires out in California. And a lot of coordination was done with ham radio operators, both HF and VHF, and a lot of folks have been doing videos on what type of radio you might need in an emergency, and they've been suggesting a lot of the VHF, UHF rigs, and so there's a lot of things through that, mainly because they communicate through repeaters, and to me that kind of somewhat equates to the same as cell phones. If your towers are down, then your repeaters are down, or whatever. But to each his own opinion. But anyways, I decided to play around with this a little bit, and I went out and bought me a Baopheng UV-21R, and I'll go over that a little bit today. But also, to me, if you're a non-ham and you need an HF type radio to get some communication out there, to me, like one of the better options to me would be get you a CB radio. I mean, it's the 11-meter band, and you can actually get some distance out of that thing depending on the propagation and stuff, and you don't need a license to operate it. It's got 40 channels, and usually you can hit somebody off that thing at some point. But anyway, so let's get into the Baopheng here. So I picked this up on, bought it off of Amazon. I'll show you the, let me go to my screen share page here, and I'll show that to you. So picked it up off of Amazon and it's right around $25. It says 26, but you get about 5% off, so you can get it under that. But with tax, it'll probably shoot you back over that price again. And then you're going to need a programming cable, because it doesn't come with this guy in the package. But I'm going to go over what's in the package with this. So this is the programming cable I got, and it was fairly highly rated by a bunch of people, and I operate off a Mac, and it works pretty good on a Mac. I didn't have to install any drivers for this, so I was quite pleased with that. So it's $8 for this baby, $7.97. It's got some fairly decent ratings. Some people do have problems with it. It just depends on your setup, your computer, and what you got going. So anyways, let's go to what all I got with this baby. All right, so you get a long antenna, and you get a short antenna. That kind of shows you the difference in the length there. The old belt clip, lanyard, USB to USB-C cable, the old earpiece with the Kenwood plug on it, and a shoe charger. So one of the things that's a bit different on this radio than some of the other Baophengs is, let me get that around there, you get a USB-C port on the battery itself. So you can actually charge it off a USB-C cable and not have to have it in the shoe. So you don't have to tote this baby around with you, which is pretty handy. So let's see, according to some of the specs, let's see, where frequencies is 136 to 174, 220 to 260, and 400 to 480, transmit and receive. You can also do FM 65 to 108, AM 108 to 136, and your police bands are 350 to 390. You got almost 1,000 memory channels. Is 999. Operational voltage is 7.4. I tend to find it runs up a little higher than that after you charge it. It's about 8. And your accessory port is a 2-pin Kenwood plug. And your antenna is an SMA female. power out's about 6 watts. You got dual band, dual watch, dual reception, wireless copy frequency. You got an FM function, a box function, alarm. Get your NOAA weather channels on there. It's got an 1800 milliamp battery and 1.7 inch display. You can program this radio with Chirp, even though it's not actually listed officially on that, and I'll show that a little later in the video here on how to do that. And I already went over the stuff in the box. And then let me switch over here. So the things you're going to need to program this guy is the programming cable, which I think I showed you earlier. Your computer, whatever I'm using a Mac computer, and you're going to need the Chirp software. So I'll switch over so you can see the Chirp website here. Go to screen 3. There you go. ChirpMyRadio.com is it, okay? And then under Chirp download, you go Chirp next, and then right here is download the latest Chirp software. And I don't want to disable my ad blocker to do that, okay? So you'll notice when it comes up, it actually highlights whatever operating system you're on. I imagine it tells that by your browser or whatever. So you'll on mine, I downloaded this version here for the Mac OS. And when I move over to my other computer, I'll show you the operation of that. So anyways, got to turn it back on. So anyways, the channel's doing fairly decent. I'm up to 237 subscribers now, and I appreciate everybody doing that. And if you haven't subscribed, you can go ahead and do it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe later. But I hope you do like the information you're getting here. So I'd like to probably hit 250 if I can within the next month or so. We'll see how that goes. I know it's been a little bit since I posted anything, but we kind of had the holidays going, getting back to work and regrouping and all that. So I'm going to hop over to the other computer now, and we're going to go through some programming and see how that goes. Before I do that, though, I noticed in my area when I programmed this, one of the other things when we were talking about the prepping stuff is, depending on where you live, is the amount of repeaters that might be in your area that you can hook to, okay? In my little town here in Mississippi, they had a repeater, but it got knocked out by a storm about 10 years ago, so it's no longer viable, okay? So my nearest repeater is probably almost 45, 50 miles away, so I can't hit it from here with this little radio. Because you're talking 6 watt, and from what I've heard, some others have said, but I can't really prove it, that the receiving the Baopheng's is not necessarily that great. So we'll go from there. And so I'm going to switch over to that right now. All right, so today I'm going to show you how to program the Baopheng UV-21R on a Mac. It's a Mac Mini M1 version running the latest OS. The programming cable I bought off Amazon. It was one of the higher rated ones, and it seems to work pretty good. I didn't have to install any drivers. So got my Chirp app open. I'm going to plug into the side of the radio here that's got the Kenwood ports on it. Make sure that baby's all the way in. Oops, dropped it. Turn it on. All right, I'm going to go make sure you got your Chirp app open. I'm going to open a recent one I've been using. This is a file that I have uploaded in there now. So you go to radio, upload to a radio. Okay, so here's my serial port already selected. It could be different on your computer. I don't know. It just depends. You can see here that the radio version is selected as Baopheng, and the model number is a UV-17 Pro. This is the one I found that works with the UV-21 because its model is not listed in the Chirp software. Okay. Click OK. It gives you a list of things to do. Turn off your radio, connect it to your interface cable, which we've already done. Turned on the radio, we've already done. And do the upload. Click OK. And away she goes. In front of the radio, you can see it loading. Then it reverts back, voltage display, and then your speakers, your frequencies. And that's all there is to it. So, hope this helps you out. I'm going to switch back to my main computer now, and we'll discuss a few more things. All right, that's going to kind of wrap it up for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it and you got some good information out of it. I'm not sure what my next video is going to be about. I'm going to have to work something up, but hopefully some others will come out with some new radios. I've seen recently at the Hamcation that Kenwood came out with some stuff. And I heard Innovato is going to stay in business. They were going to go out of business because of health reasons before, but excuse me. But it looks like they're going to keep going. He's had some adjustments to his meds and stuff, and I think they're supposed to come out with a new version around the middle of February here. So we'll see how that goes. So anyways, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you're curious, you can watch one of these other videos that pop up around here because this video is done.